The next page held another of his CDs, along with one I decided would work for background music, while I continued to look through my collection. It was surprising how many of his CDs I'd ended up with. I guess I'd borrowed them to rip onto my MP3 player, then forgot to give them back. I could be vindictive, pretend I didn't know what he was talking about when he inevitably asked for them back, maybe put a couple through the microwave and toss out the rest, but I was better than that. I had almost made it to the beginning when I spotted a CD I didn't recognize, mostly plain silver, but with a ring of red. Curious, I replaced my nearly over current selection with it, only to find that the music, while nice, was equally unfamiliar. I guess Olive was still being needy, because it took Leela a few rings to answer her cell. "Are you okay?" she asked, all urgent and scared, like she thought I was calling her from the edge of a bridge or something. Just how delicate did she think I was? "I'm fine, Leels," I rolled my eyes. "Look, did you ever lend me a CD with this, like, red ring on it?" "What?" "It's silver, and it has a red circle." She paused for a second, though my assumption that she might actually be thinking about my question was shattered when I heard her whispering, "Oh, that's pretty, sweetie." "You know, a CD," I reminded her. "It's round, got a hole in the center, makes—" "I don't think it's mine," she interrupted. "Is it what you have playing now?" "Yeah," I said, holding the phone closer to the stereo for a second. "Sound familiar?" "Nope, not mine." "It's probably—" She cut herself off. "Hey, did you find the cookies I made you?" "What? You made me cookies?" "I snuck them into your purse. Thought they might cheer you up a little. If they're shortbread, I'll love you forever." I dug through my purse, eventually finding a little container. Well, I was going to give you more tomorrow if you came to see me, but if you already love me forever, what's the point?" I smiled a little at her giggle. "Look, I have to go." "You sure you're all right? Would you please stop asking me that?" I sighed, starting to get annoyed. After we hung up, I stared at the CDs for a little longer, before deciding I'd gotten far enough for one day. It wasn't like Keith was breaking down my door to get them back or anything. I ended up back outside, not entirely sure how or why I'd made that decision. My car wasn't there, of course. Mom's car was still in the garage, probably would be for a little while longer. Had to replace something that seemed pretty important, since its name had two complicated-sounding words. I picked a direction, any of them other than the one that went by Keith's house was fine, and started to walk, not really paying any attention to anything I was passing. So it came as quite a surprise when I nearly ran into somebody only, when looking up to apologize, to realize it was the reading girl. She stared at me with a blank, almost awed, expression, mouth hanging ever so slightly open. "I honestly don't know what came over me. Why the hell are you following me, you freak?" I screamed, right in her face. "What do you want from me?"